Um, this is going to be important just so you know how this is going to work this summer and what we have to offer for you guys and how we can help. Okay, so some things we're going to cover. We're going to talk about what is summer melt and what is the point of participating in summer melt. Um, Meet the staff. I mean, you guys know us all already. I guess this was more in case if any of your parents are joining today and they don't know who we are already. The summer sessions we're going to cover, the benefits of attending summer melt, some of the required documents we're going to need you guys to have, and then we'll go over the calendar and some additional information as well. Okay, so what is summer melt? Summer melt is our support system for you guys, the DLA 22 graduates, who are planning to transition to college or trade school. This program is free and it's going to involve interactive workshops that we'll host every 2 weeks throughout the summer, and then individual counseling and support available daily if you guys need any help. So we can help you out with finalizing your decisions, so where to attend, financial aid, housing, enrollment things like making your deposit, setting up advising, orientation, things like that. And one thing we're going to be going throughout the summer is the summer melt checklist to make sure that you guys are hitting all the points that you need to hit and getting everything done that you need to. So the first one is admissions and applications. So we're going to make sure that you guys, I mean, most of you so far should already have your applications finished, but if you don't, we can continue to work on those to make sure that you are getting those done as soon as possible. And then the next one is FAFSA and financial aid. So everyone here should have a completed FAFSA because it's going to be really difficult to get to college if you don't, because this is how you get money to make that affordable. So the FAFSA deadline is tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. And this deadline is for real. So if you don't have your FAFSA in or completed, if you're still having issues like you can't get it signed or something like that, you want to make sure that you're getting this solved by tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. So if you're having issues and they're not solved yet, make sure you're calling FAFSA tomorrow or reaching out to one of us to help you out, because if you don't get it done by tomorrow night, there's not going to be any financial aid for this upcoming school year. Next one is financial planning and literacy. So you'll need to learn how you're going to cover your tuition or your whatever balances, housing, understand what kind of expenses you might run into. So books and other fees, enrollment deposits, stuff like that. Developing a savings plan, how to afford things like an apartment or a car, saving money, etc., things like that. The next one is housing and living. So are you going to stay home? Are you going to live in the dorms or an apartment or somewhere off campus? Finding roommates, managing those responsibilities on top of everything else you're going to be dealing with, how to even find housing, etc., things like that. And then the last one is the enrollment transition. So any other steps needed to complete on your given pathway. So whatever you need to get done before starting college or trade school or whatever else you might be thinking. So if you got to do any verification for your financial aid, sign any waivers, housing contracts, attend orientation or advising, anything else you need to do for orientation, because I know there can be a lot of stuff sometimes. Okay, so who's going to be helping you guys this summer? Basically, it's just going to be me, Mr. Miller, and Ms. Rachi. And our summer melt sessions. So like I said earlier, we're going to be having 3 of these spaced every 2 weeks throughout the summer. So the first one is going to be 2 weeks from today. It's going to be the money talk session. So we're going to be talking about how to understand the financial aid process, budgeting, and how to develop financial literacy skills. This will be 4 to 6:30 p.m. These will be in person, so they're all going to be at the same time. So 4 to 6:30 p.m. and they're all going to be in person. This is the only virtual one we're going to have. The next one is July 27th. This is the campus navigation and logistics. You guys will learn how to navigate independent living and how to locate and utilize resources available to you. And the next one is going to be August 10th. The next and final one, August 10th. This is the college well-being and student panel session. So you'll learn how to navigate common struggles of homesickness, peer pressure, and learn how to do self-care. So how to take care of yourself. On top of everything that we're going to be talking about, we're also going to have guests at every session. So for example, the first one will be having Detroit Promise to talk about that scholarship with you guys. And if you haven't already signed up, how to do that. And the benefits of Detroit Promise will also be able to provide you with one-on-one support if you need. And then we'll be having guests for the next 2 as well. Okay, so some of the benefits of summer melt. The first one is assistance with enrollment steps. So like I said earlier, there can sometimes be a lot of things that you'll have to do over the summer just to make sure that you get everything done before you start your first day. So you can receive assistance from us to complete these steps to make sure that you'll be prepared by the first day. The second one is learn how to navigate common struggles of college students. So you'll be prepared for any struggles that may come your way, including finances, budgeting, homesickness, peer pressure, making friends, and a lot more. The last one is matriculation. So just making sure that you guys are actually getting to college or to trade school by the end of the summer. So making sure that there isn't something that happens between now and then that prevents you guys from getting there. Okay, so required documents. This is going to be important. It's going to be important that you guys bring these with you to the first in-person session on July 13th. So the first one is college acceptance letters. These you'll either receive usually by paper mail or email. If you have these already, which I'm sure a lot of you or most of you already received a lot of these in the mail, just make sure to collect them and keep track of them, or in your email as well. The next one is financial aid award letters. So if your FAFSA has already been submitted and all of your schools have already been added to your FAFSA, you should have received an award letter from each school at this point. If you've just submitted your FAFSA or you haven't yet, then you won't have these yet. But anyway, these tell you how much financial aid and scholarships you've received from each school, and they'll tell you the total cost of attendance at each school as well. So these are really important because basically it tells you exactly how much it's going to cost you to attend each school, which is important in making your decision because you need to know what's affordable for you. So just like the acceptance letters, these will be delivered either by paper mail, email, or on your student portal. So check those as well. And sometimes these can be difficult to find. So if you need any help, be sure to reach out to one of us. The last one is your student aid report or your SAR. If you've just recently completed your FAFSA and have not yet received any financial aid award letters, after about up to 3 days it takes, you should receive a student aid report from FAFSA. This is just an estimate of the financial aid you'll receive, but you still have to wait to get those financial aid award letters from the individual schools. So make sure to bring this as well, especially if you have just recently finished your FAFSA. Okay, so this is the calendar. I can post this to Google Classroom or something so you guys have access to this throughout the summer. But this is the calendar for our events. There's one on the 13th, 27th, and the 10th. And then also to show you guys who's going to be available each day during the week to help you with anything. So you should all at this point know who is like your main source of help. You should have received some sort of something from one of us, either me, Miss Rachi, or Mr. Miller, saying that you're part of our caseload or whatever. But if, for example, one of us isn't available on a certain day and you need help, you'll know who to go to. So this top row is this week. Here we are today, summer melt orientation, and then it goes all the way to the last day of summer melt, which is the last session. So I can post this to Google Classroom for you guys. I also sent it out in an email at one point, so you should have it there as well. Okay. Last thing we're going to cover is the meetup and eat up. This is available to you guys at DLA Monday through Friday from June 20th to August 26th. So this is just to get meals if you need it every day at lunch. So definitely take advantage of this if you need to. All right.
Thanks, Miss N. Cam had a question. He's had his hand up, so I told him to wait till you were done, so maybe he can go first with his question.
All right.
Question. So this is on our only virtual event.
Yeah, so this is the only virtual one. The next 3 are going to be in person at DLA.
How am I supposed to attend the events this month if I'm going to be in Arizona?
Is there a way, Mr. Miller, is there a way to have students attend virtually if they need to?
Yes, we are going to try and record these events and or live stream them, whichever our capabilities permit us to do so. And even if you are going to be virtual and or aren't able to make any of the events, this isn't even directly at you, but this is all of you students. That's especially what the one-on-one schedules and one-on-one meetings and advising times are for. These are longer sessions that you can have from what you all were experiencing with Miss earlier in the school year. And so we are going to offer these, and that is where you can get the bulk work, because yes, it will be fun, and we definitely encourage you all to attend the sessions in person, but the main work that needs to be done to get you wherever your next steps are, that's what this is about. And so as long as you can still get access to those documents, Cam, that should be of no concern. And like I said, we're going to work to try and allow you all to either have viewing access or see this live if we can do it, who won't be able to join the sessions in person. But we highly encourage you yet again.
All right.
So you plan on being gone for the rest of the summer out in Arizona on that hot.
I mean, just July. You feel me? I gotta turn up. So it vacate.
Yeah, I'm headed to your house.
Hey, Mr. Miller, get like that. And I'm trying to bring some friends, but you feel me? They don't be on the same page that I'll be on, so you gotta come solo.
And sometimes the solo trips are important. So thank you for that, Cam. Anyone else? I know Christian, you said you potentially had to speak to someone at least offline. But any other questions related to what we have discussed? So if not, I did have questions for you all. Where are you all in your next steps? Earlier, so for those of you all who did join us late, we are recording, so we will post this online as soon as we can to you all. So you can go back and catch a majority of the presentation. And just like Ms. N said earlier, we'll also share the presentation in the Google Classroom as well. But where are you all at in your next steps with your respective goals for the fall? So late August, early September.
You saying like what's our plans? Like what we doing?
Correct. I know so go ahead and tell us, Courtney.
Oh yeah, I will be going on to my second course at Henry Ford. I passed my first one.
Well, hey, now congratulations. What did you take?
I took English 131A.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
And
So what is
it was connected to another class, English 094.
Okay. What are you taking in the fall?
Legal research and I forgot what other class it was, but legal research in another class.
Okay. That's not bad. I like that. You're gonna have to keep us updated.
Okay.
Carly, how about you? What are you planning to do, and where are you in your next steps?
Looking for jobs and stuff, and still like going on about my work.
Okay. And when you say your work, what specifically are you talking about?
You said, huh?
When you say going on about your work, what are you specifically talking about?
Carpentry.
Carpentry. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Danielle, how about you, sweetie?
Well, right now, I got to take a placement test. So I scheduled my appointment. I'm just waiting to go up there and go do that.
Is that for math or English?
No, I don't think it's for a subject. They just want me to do it. I have to take a placement test just to like get into the classes, the culinary classes.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, I like that. How you feeling about it? Do you know when it is?
Oh yeah, it's coming up. It's like July the 8th, I think.
July 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
That is nice. Byron?
Do you see his reply in the chat, Mr. Miller?
I have not. Can you read that off, Ms. Rachi?
He says, right now I'm just waiting for orientation to come and see how I like my school. Sorry, I can't really talk right now. I'm on my way to my little brother's game. So he must be in the car.
Okay, thank you for sharing. What school can you share with everyone in case everyone on the call doesn't know?
He says Morgan State University.
Yes, Morgan State. All right, well, thank you for sharing. And Christian? Is she still on the call?
No, Mr. Miller, it does not look like she is still on the call.
Okay. All right. Well, so thank you all for sharing. This is good to know where you all are headed. So at this point, if there aren't any more questions from you all, what I'll just say is simply get ready and to continue to engage with Ms. Rachi, Ms. N, and myself. We'll be reaching out to you all to still try and help you, especially if you are in between some of your decision making. And so we look forward to hearing from you all and seeing you all. I'll close out myself, open the floor to Ms. N or Ms. Rachi.
Hey, y'all, I have office hours tomorrow from 1 to 3. They'll be in my regular Zoom room. I'm thinking you all still have access to Google Classroom. Can somebody confirm that? Can you still get in Google Classroom?
I think I Google Classroom. I don't even think I tried that.
Okay, so I can also send it out via email so that you can get in that way. Miss N, can you see the chat from Danielle?
Yeah, Danielle, at this point, the best thing for you to do would be to call FAFSA. Also, Courtney, I can send the class code for the Google Classroom right in the chat box.
So Courtney, that will get you into the Cougars to College Google Classroom where everything is posted.
Okay, thanks.
So I believe if you remember the slide that Miss N showed, she has office hours tomorrow morning and I have office hours tomorrow afternoon. So according to your work schedule, I mean, of course, like she said, you can come to the office hours of the teacher who's already reached out to you or the staff who's already reached out to you, but you can really come to anyone. You can come to anybody's office hours.
Yeah, I'll put that back on the screen real quick, just so everyone can see it again.
Hey, Gianni.
Hey,
Welcome.
I was having some trouble with the link.
Oh, I'm sorry. We recorded, we're almost done, but we recorded and we'll post it, but you definitely want to take a look at the calendar that Miss N is sharing right now.
Okay.
Gianni, how's your summer going?
I haven't did anything like all day yet, but it's okay.
Yeah, are you, Mr. Miller asked everybody where you are in your college planning. Have you taken care of any of your details to prepare for fall or not quite yet?
Yeah, I've been been like still trying to apply for last minute scholarships and stuff. But July 1st, I gotta accept my financial aid and do all that, have my parents accept the aid and stuff.
Awesome. So that's Friday. Do you need some support with that?
I don't think so, but if I do, I will make sure to contact Mr. Miller and Miss Ann about it.
Okay, awesome. And you can see, guys, as I was saying, if you look at the schedule tomorrow, I've got to move this over. Miss N has office hours tomorrow morning from 10 to 2. And remember that the FAFSA is due tomorrow. And I have office hours from 1 to 3 tomorrow. They're all, Miss N, are you in person or are you Zoom?
Tomorrow I'm on Zoom. Yeah, so just reach out to one of us if you need, whatever time you're available, reach out to one of us if you need help with FAFSA. FAFSA for sure, but really anything.
And that includes scholarships too. 'Cause, 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 Cam, can you check your message box for me? Your chat.